Muy buenos días, mi gente. Welcome. Welcome to the final day of the NCCEP Gear Up Annual Conference. Qué emoción, really. Qué emoción. As was said by my dear colleague Dana Beck, I am Betty Paul Ortiz, and I have the pleasure of serving you, of being part of your community. So, across the past few days, I've been able to run into many of you in the hallways, in the elevators, yes, the escalator. Luckily, you were patient enough. I even chatted with a few of you ladies in the restrooms as you were telling me how impressed you were by the lineup of speakers this year. And I agree, we had amazing speakers, but despite all of their talents, this is my favorite plenary. Today, we get to celebrate the Gear Up Student of the Year. We get to hear from our Youth Leadership Summit participants that participated and have been here for the past couple of days, and they represent 37 Gear Up grants throughout the United States. The Youth Leadership Summit, also known as YLS, is a coveted program for the NCCEP Gear Up community, and it is highly competitive. So much so that of the 150 slots, we received applications for over 260 requests. That meant that we had a wait list of over 100. So, yes, and that is right. Not only should you be proud that you were selected, students, but remember, the Gear Up community, we're talking 508,000 of you throughout the United States. And you're here today because you are so important and valuable to our community. So please believe me, yes. And please believe me when I say that when Gear Up directors send their request for YLS and they don't get all the slots they want, I hear about it. Because Gear Up directors and the Gear Up community will do anything for you. And so would we at NCCEP, and so would the folks at SEEDS. So it is not a surprise that for many of the participants, the YLS participants, the program begins with a mix of excitement and anxiety. Totally understandable because they're coming to an unfamiliar place, meeting new people from every walk of life, and working your butts off for 3 days, nonstop, and it's an adventure for us all. However, there are fewer things more rewarding than to see our students come together, forge these incredible bonds, and reflect on who they are and who they want to be. And of course, to realize the amazing power of their voice and leadership in Gear Up. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I'm glad the rest of us are able to share in it. So I want to thank not only our remarkable leaders for taking this journey with us, I want to thank their families for entrusting us. No solo quiero darle las gracias a los estudiantes por estar aquí, sino también a cada una de las madres y padres que confiaron en nosotros para dejarnos a sus hijos. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you to all the participating Gear Up programs for recognizing the life-changing impact that YLS can have on your students and sending us this very, very special group. I also want to acknowledge that YLS is simply not possible without the support of our sponsor. And we, this year, are privileged to have the generous support of ACT Inc. For decades, ACT has been a proud champion of Gear Up. For us at NCCEP, they have been a remarkable partner over the course of the years, collaborating on policy research. They've been a remarkable partner in supporting and helping us launch the College and Career Readiness Evaluation Consortium, helping us weave the ACT holistic framework into NCCEP's career and college clubs, helping us also conduct research that shows that career and college clubs, or better known as CCC, works. Also, they have granted countless waiver fees to Gear Up students and have been supporting a broader movement through ACT's Center for Equity and Learning. While ACT is known for their suite of assessments for K-12, higher ed, and the workforce, it is their mission, vision, and values that align so well to making them a great partner for Gear Up and NCCEP. We're fortunate to have their support and partnership. To help us better understand their focus and direction, I am pleased to introduce a dear friend, Tina Gridiron, the Vice President of ACT's Center for Equity and Learning.
Hello, colleagues, students, educators, and friends. My name is Tina Gridiron, and I serve as the Vice President for ACT's Center for Equity and Learning, a division within ACT that is committed to helping all students achieve their full potential, but especially students of color, students from low-income communities, first-generation students, and our many other diverse learners. We know that ACT is committed to creating pathways for student success, and we are thrilled and honored to be one of many sponsors for today's Youth Leadership Summit. I understand that there are more than 150 individuals registered to attend today's meeting, and the theme of the power of possibility is just the right message for encouraging each of us to reach our full potential. The Center for Equity and Learning knows that each student has talents and skills and strengths that they bring to the table. And today's conversation is designed to help you access all of your talents and skills, gather all the resources and tools that you need so that you can make strong choices, wise choices, successful choices for your future. Maya Angelou said, "Do the best you can, but when you know better, do better." We hope at ACT Center for Equity and Learning that today's conversation will introduce you to strategies and tools that will help you know more so that you can do more. I wish you great success within today's Youth Leadership Summit. And if you ever are interested in learning more about ACT, contact me, Tina Gridiron, at ACT's Center for Equity and Learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you, ACT. I am so thrilled to introduce to you all the 2023 Gear Up Student of the Year. Her name is Mackenzie Verdiner. Mackenzie is a junior at Manchester West High School in Manchester, New Hampshire. And she is a testament to the power of possibility. We simply were blown away by her application. And I'm not going to tell you which staff member arm wrestled to make sure she was selected, because you're all very special. But having seen her this week in action and watching her interact with all of her peers, we can personally attest that she is amazing. She is truly what her colleagues from New Hampshire says. and she has an incredibly bright future. Mackenzie dedicates her time and effort in making positive change in her community. She founded her school's Black Student Union, is an active member of ROTC, holds a leadership position in Youth Organizers United, a grassroots community organization. She holds a position in student government and has recently joined a district-wide committee focused on more rigorous academic opportunities for underrepresented students and overall student involvement. And she has a job, a paid job. Her nominators from Manchester wrote, "She is brave in the face of challenges and fearless when obstacles that might impede her dreams are presented to her. She is a fierce ally and is never too busy to advocate, support, and stand for others. With very big aspirations and fierce dedication, Mackenzie has a bright future in civic leadership and a political journey built on a foundation of hard work, empathy, and bravery." Yesterday, my colleague Chrissy said that perhaps in this room, you have a future student that will become an astronaut. Who knows? But today, I'm here to say that in Mackenzie, we might just be talking about the first female president of the United States of America. To help Mackenzie on her journey to the White House, I am also pleased to say that the NCCEP Board of Directors have funded a scholarship for Mackenzie to celebrate her achievements and to encourage her to dream even bigger. So please join me in welcoming the 2023 Student of the Year, Mackenzie Verdiner.
Wow. This is, wow, all right. You know, in the 7th grade, I was once told that I was never gonna amount to anything. And these are words that still haunt me to this day. It was in biology class, and I hadn't completed all of my homework assignment for that week or for most of that year. I was too busy playing Among Us or whatever 7th graders do. And my teacher pulled me out into the hallway to say, "Mackenzie, what the hell is this crap? Do you really think you're gonna get into Dairyfield with this? If you keep this up, you're never gonna amount to anything. You will never amount to anything. You will never amount to anything." These words rattled in my brain for days, weeks, months, and even years after. In my darkest moments, these are words I still tell myself. But despite the negative connotations of these teachers' words, I'm still grateful for her actions. Because of her words, they sparked embers inside of me, embers in which the winds of time have ignited into a roaring fire of ambition and success. And every day, I prove myself right and that teacher wrong. The point in me telling you this story is to remind you to never let the expectations of those who don't know your strengths, your pains, your struggles, and your weaknesses define who you can become. Because you and I both know what you are capable of, and that is everything you've ever wished to accomplish. Tell yourself every day, even when you don't believe it, there is nothing I can't do. In fact, let's take a moment. Turn to a partner, turn to someone next to you. Even you back there, all the way in the back, I see you. Turn to someone next to you and say, "There is nothing I can't do." I felt that. Let's take a minute. And before I go, I have a few thank yous to give, of course. Of course, I want to thank Gear Up for this amazing opportunity. I'm so glad I got to meet every single one of you. I love you guys. I really do. And I want to thank Lucy Weathers and Natalie Barney for countless hours of homework help and keeping me sane through middle school. I want to thank you to Miss Jane and everyone at My Turn for always encouraging me and taking care of me and creating a space for me to just be myself. I want to thank Rochella Samard for always creating a space, for going along with whatever crazy idea I have. And thank you to my amazing Aunt Danielle. Words cannot describe how much I love you and how much I appreciate everything you've done for me. And last but definitely not least, I feel like he's watching me right now. I feel it. Thank you for Sudi Let for teaching me about our people when no one else dared to, for teaching me how to navigate a political world where people are constantly trying to take advantage of me. And though I will never fully admit you taught me how to lead, I will say that you refined my skills. You are an amazing leader, an amazing role model, and thank you, Sudi, so much. Before I go, I just want to say, started from the bottom, now we're here. Thank you, San Fran.
Congratulations once again, Mackenzie. I told you, and I already told Alex, #retirement, I'm running the campaign. Last week, NCCEP's Director of Programs, Dr. Katie Hill, and I were providing our newest colleague, NCCEP's Coordinator of Programs and Operations, Adriana Feyu, an overview of what to expect at YLS. And in doing so, we found ourselves telling stories and explaining our long-standing history with SEEDS. And when we met Greg, when we met Justin, I mean, we're all family. We've been collaborating for so long. And it is so wonderful to be able to say that decades later, hey, I dye my hair. I don't know about them. So decades later, they remain a critical partner for us to be able to support and continue the Gear Up movement. And now, let me turn it over to our good friend. And, you know, it's not just him being a good friend. It's that I now have Boston, I have Bertie, and I've had for many years Mijan. So it's a pleasure to welcome Greg Evans to the stage.
Thanks, buddy. Love you.
Hey, let's go. Hey, all right, okay, all right. Nice. I'm a professional speaker for a living, and I don't want to follow Mackenzie. Give it up for Mackenzie one more time. Incredible. Also, how many of you wish you had a really cool last name like Gridiron? Anybody else notice that? All right. Let's use some leverage. We got a lot of people in here, a lot of creativity, and here's what I believe. I believe that every single human being knows one joke. Raise your hand if you know one joke. Raise your hand if that's all the capacity you have. You know one joke, that's all I got, right? All right, so leverage. There's an advantage here. In just a moment, what I'm gonna ask you to do is take 30 seconds, turn to somebody at your table, and tell them the one joke that you know. Here's the advantage. It's an icebreaker for everybody. Second advantage is you know what level of appropriateness to have with that person that's next to you. I don't. So, when I say go, take 30 seconds, tell a joke that is relatively appropriate to the person next to you. Ready, set, go. Go for it. 10 more seconds, 10 more seconds. All right. Wherever you are, give that person a high five, even if it wasn't funny. That was great. Good job. All right. So, some of you are telling that really long joke, and you've already messed up the punchline, so just stop right now. Stop right, you know who you are. All right. So, I got really excited way back in March. And some of you are like, is that the only time you've been excited? I got excited way back in March when they told me the theme for this conference, the power of possibility. And why I got excited is because one of the things that I have said in my head since my mom, who's a phenomenal teacher, can we give it up for my mom? I remember one time my mom was having a teacher's meeting in my house when I was a little kid, because our house was closest to the elementary school that she taught at. And I remember one day distinctly, I was eavesdropping on the teacher's meeting because I would share intel with the students about who was about to get busted. And I remember one teacher, a lady named Betsy Bookbinder, my third grade math teacher. That's her real name, as good as gridiron all day long. Betsy Bookbinder. Betsy Bookbinder said something in the meeting, and I think it was kind of like professional development. I don't know. I was like 6. She said, "Be what's possible." And I remember them talking about this as teachers for a while, and they said, be what's possible for a student. The minute they walk in the room, be that teacher that they are hoping is possible out there. And so I've held on to those words all the way till now, and it's been a lot of years. And so when Power of Possibility came up, I decided I wanted to reflect on some of my career as an educator, places where I remember, oh man, that was a moment. That was a really powerful moment. How many of you have ever had like a really powerful moment with a student? How many of you have had a life-changing moment with a student? How many of you have had a moment with a student where you realized you were wrong? All right, good. I want to start with one of those. So when I talk about Power of Possibility, I reflected on like a whole bunch of stories, but then just a couple weeks ago, I was doing a non-Gear Up event. Let me be clear about this. This was a non-Gear Up event. I'm sorry. I was at a non-Gear Up event, and the reason I'm telling you it's a non-Gear Up event because the standard was a little bit different. I'm not going to say higher or lower. Let's just say it's different some places. You know what I mean. So I'm standing outside my training room. Students are coming in for the very first time. This is first impression time, opportunity to build some rapport, check out some physiology. I want to see who I'm working with. These are all freshmen in high school coming in the door, about to be freshmen, rising freshmen. And a chaperone comes up with her arm around a student. And this student clearly does not want to go the direction that the arm is pushing them. All right? Some students come to our programs by choice. Somebody made the choice for them. This was that case. Student comes up, wrapped in this chaperone's arm. Chaperone in front of the student says to me as they enter the room, "You're going to have a hard time with this one. He doesn't pay attention to anybody." So, possibility one, something I know from my career, and I know you know it because I haven't seen it in Gear Up, and I love it. Judgment is the enemy of possibility, especially if we judge kids in front of other kids. If we judge them in front of other educators, we are tainting the pool of possibility. And so what I encourage all of us to do, what I've reflected upon as an educator, one of the things that I have learned is my experience of a student is true, but your experience of that same student can be entirely different. How they are for me is going to be different than how they are for you, and it's why we need this entire community around every kid. Because if they don't want to deal with me, they might want to deal with you. If they don't have something to learn from me, they got it from you. So that's one. So this is first interaction. Same student. An hour later, we're doing icebreakers. Everybody loves icebreakers, right? Right? Sure. Right after the icebreaker, the students sit down and I start to talk about fear. And for me, this is a piece I'm passionate about, and I think I'm really good at delivering it. How many of you have something you think you're really good at teaching? And I'm so good at it that I can't believe that that same kid that I was warned about in third row is on his phone. My ego is damaged in the instant. I have got to be the most interesting person on the planet right now. How is this kid on their phone? Now, because I know that judgment is the enemy of possibility, I wait. I don't say anything, I don't draw the attention to it, but on the very first break, I find this student. And what's really cool about this student is on their name tag, they have a name. The name, one of my favorite musicians of all time, not quite as good as Gridiron, but the name is Prince. Yeah. So Prince, I ask him, and this is kind of part two of possibility. I ask him, what's so interesting on your phone? And I'm being a little bit sarcastic because my ego's still damaged. And he flips it over real quick, doesn't hesitate to share. He's got piano keys on his phone. And I said, what are you doing? And he said, I'm trying to learn how to play piano. And I said, you're doing that in the middle of the training room? He's like, yeah. And so, lesson 2 for myself, stay curious, ask questions, and celebrate learning. That kid was in my room. He's actually doing the assignment. He's learning. Maybe not what I was teaching, but he's learning. So lesson 2 for us, stay curious and celebrate learning. Next up on our agenda as trainers is we do an activity. And part of the activity is we want to demonstrate being vulnerable. And I tell a story, and I shared it this week with the students here, that for me is difficult to tell every single time I've ever told it. And it's about losing my brother to cancer. And I have a hard time not getting emotional even just thinking about the story. Still, it's fresh. And I told that story. And on the very next break, this is interaction number 3 with Prince. Prince finds me on the next break. And he said, I want to tell you why I was on my phone. Okay? He said, 3 months ago, I lost my father to COVID. He played the piano. That's how my parents met, in a jazz bar in the city. My mom loves when he plays piano. And she sold our piano a week after he died because she couldn't bear to look at it. And she hasn't smiled since. I'm learning to play piano on my phone because that's all I can afford. And all I want to do is make my mom smile. So I don't care what I was supposed to be teaching that day. That kid's mom's smile is more important than my leadership lesson. And so, lesson 3 for us as educators is go first. Model. You want them to share, you want them to go somewhere, you want them to go deep, you want them to be real, you want them to be authentic. We got to do it. So 3 things are going to make things possible for us. Make sure, let's ditch the judgment. Let's experience students differently, all of us. 2, stay curious, ask questions, and celebrate any learning that they are doing, especially the stuff they're doing on their own. And 3, make sure that you're ready to model and go first. And it's what I love about this Gear Up community is I know I'm preaching to the choir in here. So please, put your hands together for yourselves. Thank you so much for what you do. Now, before this show starts, huge acknowledgement to the students that are here this week. They have put in a ridiculous amount of energy and effort and love and support into this show. And I know it's going to impact you. It's going to impact you in a lot of different ways. And one of the things I'm going to ask, because as soon as I shut up and step off, a video is going to play. There are a number of videos that they've made. A lot of these videos jump right into the content. So what I'm going to ask is, when you're watching these videos, I know you want to blow horns. New Hampshire, where'd you get these horns? That's what I'm talking about. Please hold the horns and the applause, if you can, till the very end of each video, because I don't want you to miss a word of what they have contributed, because there's so much value in everything that's being said and shared from this group this year. Make sense? All right, so let's get the show started. Everybody put your hands together for YLS 2023. Let's go.
That's my friend. She's from Kunawaina High School over there. What happens if I just get really close and go like, all right, mic check, 1 2 1 2. A cam ready, B cam ready, quiet on set. Psh. So when I first got here, I was really nervous and I was trying not to be, because I was holding on to that image, that fear of image that we talked about at the beginning of the conference. Then we did a couple of games and we had a lot of fun, and I realized that I'm just surrounded by a bunch of people who are just like me, a bunch of leaders and a bunch of kids with ambition. This is my second leadership conference that I've attended, but this is my first one out of Hawaii. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So one of my favorite activities that we did was the agree or disagree side. You can't really judge someone based off of, their face value. But once they take off that mask and once you give them a chance to explain themselves and you get to know them, you can really see and understand a person. I'm going to stop pretending. This activity really showed me more of who I am as a person, and I'm going to stop pretending that I can do everything on my own, because I think it's good to ask for help. And I always tell other people, oh, you can rely on me, you can ask me for help. But when it comes to me needing something, it's like, I need to realize that I have people supporting me and I can rely on them. I think I'm gonna take away a better understanding of not only myself, but of how to get to know people who are different from me. We can already see we're in a room of incredibly diverse people. So when everyone is given that opportunity, it doesn't matter what color you are, what shape you are, where you came from, any person, any youth, any child, anybody is capable of greatness. And I truly believe that. I've been having a great time. There's late nights, but when you come here the next day, you're energized, and like the smiling people and just like, I don't know, the energy wakes you up again. One day we're gonna become future leaders, and there's no stopping our power, because, it's the power of possibility.
Good morning. Good morning, class. My name is Mr. Minter. I'm going to be your teacher for Equality 101. How are we doing today? Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be doing equality in education. So I'm going to start by seeing what kind of ethnicities we have around. So I'm going to start by calling out a couple of those. I'm going to start with Latinos.
Being Latino and Latina isn't just a label. We may come from different countries and have different cultures, but we bleed the same. Don't separate us. Pónganse las pilas. We no longer accept being deemed inferior in our own history books.
We no longer accept not seeing Latino staff in our districts. We no longer accept being labeled as English language handicapped. We no longer accept that years of oppression and segregation in our school districts have made us embarrassed of our own blood. Hemos tenido que ocultar nuestra cultura para integrarnos en un sistema escolar lleno de hipocresía. Somos el presente y somos el futuro.
We want a future.
We need change.
Black student representation.
I'm tired. I'm tired of being made fun of because of the texture of my hair. I'm tired of feeling like I have to change because of the color of my skin. I'm tired.
Tired of books being modified and changed because people are scared of the truth. I'm
tired.
I'm tired of feeling out of place in my academic community when I'm one of very few black people in my classes.
I'm tired. Tired of the stereotypes that people create.
I'm tired. Tired of a world where color intertwines, a struggle that's lasted throughout time. I'm tired.
If you dare to struggle, you dare to win. If you dare not struggle, you don't deserve to win. Said by Black Panther Chairman Fred Hampton. We're tired.
We want a future.
Do we have Asian representation?
We are proud. Proud of our history that is modified and filtered. Proud of the trauma our people faced that made us strong and fierce. Proud of our double-lidded eyes that makes us see the world with fear and appreciation. Proud of our dark, glowing skin that was kissed by the sun with all the hard work. Proud of our accents our ancestors were once fearful to pass on, but did so anyways. We are proud of being Asian. We are proud of our history. Our pride deserves to be seen and shown in our history books, shown in our classrooms, and shown in our community.
We want a future.
We need change.
We have Hawaiian representation.
Ika olelo no keola, ika olelo no kamake. Words hold life, and words hold death. The words we teach must be implemented to rejuvenize our once sovereign people. Ua mau keea o ka'aina ika pono. The life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. But what about our indigenous heritage within education? How is that perpetuated? What about instilling that our land not be lived on, but loved on in our academic community? After all, connection to place is far more valuable than the modern curriculum base.
We want a future.
We need change.
We have Native American representation today.
Erased in textbooks, erased in classrooms, erased in history. Erasing our Native history erases our representation in schools. Erasing Native history erases American history. Erasing Native history erases our today and our tomorrow.
We want a future.
We need change.
Change for these Latino students means adequate presentation and teachings of Latino culture.
Change for these black students means being treated better by their schools.
Change for this Hawaiian student means implementing place-based learning along with having respect for the land you're on due to the knowledge of its history.
Change for these Asian students means not being put into stereotypes incorrectly.
Change for this Native American student means easier access to education for Native communities and Native nations in the U.S., along with implementing knowledge of Native history in school curriculum.
No matter your race, nationality, gender, or sexual orientation, we are people who have dreams, feelings, and heart.
Education is the key to opportunity in our society, and the equality of educational opportunity must be the birthright of every citizen. Linda B. Johnson. We want a future?
We need change.
Thank you.
Can y'all hear me? Okay, there we go. Good morning, San Francisco. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Yeah, that's about how I'm feeling. But today we're gonna have what you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm introducing us. What's...
Okay.
Anyways, I'm Jace Howard from in Nashville, Tennessee, and this is. Thank y'all. And this is what's your name? Go.
Go ahead.
Can you get off your phone? Dakota, can you get off your phone?
No.
Get your phone. You've been on this all day. You have 12 screen hours on here. It's like half a day.
It's actually a full day.
Y'all, you know what we did back in my day? Went outside. Played on the playground. We didn't have these smart devices. We had our phones on the walls. You know that? We had what do we do? We had pagers back in my day. Yeah, y'all get it. We had to write with pen and paper. We had to mail to people. I've never used the first two, but you know, you'll get the message. We never had these Instagram likes showing popularity and stuff. You know how we got popular back in my day? We had to go out and talk to people, you know? We were all equal back in the day. But, you know, speaking about equality, we actually have somebody who's gonna be speaking about it today. We have Raina from We have Raina from Texas!
Good morning, everyone. To start off, I want you guys to imagine a world where geographical boundaries no longer limit opportunities. This is possible. Through this Gear Up network, we can create a community where diversity thrives and our differences are celebrated. My name is Reina Romero. I'm a student at Southside High School in San Antonio, Texas. Where are my people from Texas? Yeah! I was not born in Texas. I was born in Baja California, in Mexico, and I moved here a year and a half ago. This change shattered my dream of going to college and pursuing a career in STEM. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt lost. I felt scared. I felt alone. One day, one of my friends told me about this amazing college tour he went on, sponsored by Gear Up. So I decided to try it out. I would go to the office and sign up for the next field trip they had. This next field trip was to the University of Texas at Austin. On this trip, besides exploring the beautiful campus, I got to speak to students that looked like me, that felt like me, that had a similar background and story as mine. This was one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life. I learned that it was possible for someone like me to attend college, that I was not alone. So this trip sparked my involvement in other Gear Up activities. And now I'm here talking to you guys. And in the fall, I'll be applying to UT Austin as a computer science major. This program made the impossible for me possible. I often reflect and think about how many students feel the way I felt. They feel alone, they feel lost, they fear for their future. We can work together to build a network so that more students like me and like you can have access to these opportunities and see that there are people willing to support them. That no matter who they are, where they come from, what they look like, there will always be a place for them in Gear Up. Today, I invite each and every one of you to actively engage in promoting diversity and keep supporting programs like Gear Up. Thank you.
Good morning, class. Today we will be talking about mental health. But first, let me pass out your test scores from yesterday. Hey, Kai, I see you feeling. Are you okay?
Yeah, everything fine, just stressed. No, everything is not okay. My dad is a drunk, physically and verbally abusive, and my mom is uneducated and scared to help.
Why is our daughter struggling?
She's doing her best, but you know she struggles.
I don't care, I only want success.
Well, look at you. You're always drunk. What is she supposed to look up to?
Well, maybe if you weren't always dramatic and she wasn't always sad, it's not that hard to just be happy.
Roughly 216 athletes, which is approximately 35%, suffer from mental health issues.
I struggle with mental health. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, today's lesson, mental health. There are different types of mental health. Mental health includes our emotional and social well-being. Mental health is important at every stage of life. Sophia, why are you zoning out?
It's hard for me to focus in class, and my parents always just say things like,
Stop fidgeting, stand up straight, and try focusing for once.
Don't turn this into something it's not. You'll grow out of it.
On average, 12.9 males suffer with ADHD and 5.6 females suffer with internal symptoms of ADHD.
I struggle with mental health. I'm okay, I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
It's fine. Okay, back to the lesson.
Bling, bling, bling. I'm sorry, I forgot to silent my phone.
Oh my God, y'all in these phones. It's not your life.
My phone isn't my life. My phone isn't my life. I already know this feeling. I hate it. One of the things I struggle with the most is comparing myself to others, whether it be my body, my behavior, or my expectations. I commonly see this around my parents when they say stuff like,
I wish you were more like Linda's daughter.
You're so lazy. You don't help us with anything.
You don't have to be mentally ill to struggle with mental health.
Mental health is important for everyone. 86% of 16 to 24-year-olds are negatively impacted by social media.
How many of them feel the same way?
I struggle with mental health. I'm sorry, I won't do that again.
Okay, today we are going to write in our notebooks anonymously about mental health and their illnesses. So please open your notebooks and start writing. Hey, Yarly, I didn't see you at breakfast today. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had breakfast already.
Okay, you know you can come to me for anything.
Okay. I lied when I said I had breakfast. I actually threw it away.
Why?
Well, recently I've been struggling to eat. My parents always compare me to other girls.
Well, I want to tell you about this story that somebody wrote. They felt insecure about their body. They cried every time they looked into the mirror. They got so mad when they saw people judging them that every time they ate, they threw it up. And I don't want you to throw it up, okay?
9% of the world population has some form of an eating disorder, yet only 6% of those people are actually diagnosed. The story you had just listened to is a real-life experience from a real person about their fight struggling through their eating disorder. A lot of our friends and family suffer in silence because they aren't confident enough to come out with their problems. Something needs to change, something big.
I struggle with mental health.
This is an example of a one-on-one check-in between a staff member and a student, which is something many schools need to keep students' mental health in check. Solutions can be talked about, but actions solve the problem. As adults, many of you have the ability to help students with their mental health. Many of us just need something as simple as a safe space to reflect and express the internal things we go through. Although there may be many resources available, it is important to advertise them because only 5% of those resources are being used.
I struggle with depression.
I struggle with ADHD.
I struggle with body dysmorphia.
I struggle with an eating disorder.
We need your support.
All right, does this thing work? All right. Every day, instead of focusing on our schoolwork, countless students across the United States fear for the safety of themselves and those around us. And this is due to the traumatic event known as school shootings, as I'm sure we're all familiar with. During the school year, our teachers prepare us both physically and mentally with active school shooting drills. Yet, we never really feel that ease of mind. No matter the amount of armed officers that we hire, the amount of metal detectors that we stack on our entrances, or the clear backpack policies and regulations, countless of them that we can lose track of, that they enforce, we cannot learn with the blood-curdling thoughts that revolve in the back of our heads. So please help us.
Monday. Good morning, America. It is a sunny day with a high of 90 and a low of 78. It is going to be a wonderful day.
Welcome to 96.5 with some of America's greatest hits. Today, we're throwing it back to the 80s. Listeners, it is going to be a wonderful day.
It is 9 a.m. and a beautiful Monday morning, and you're watching PBS. Viewers, it's going to be a wonderful day.
It's going to be a wonderful day. 13.
14.
15.
16 dead, 3 injured in a school shooting this morning. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers? How are we only given thoughts and prayers and not answers?
Our lives and well-being are treated like gum stuck in hallways and lockers, ignored until we get stuck on someone's shoe.
Make ourselves known. Tuesday. 16 dead, 3 injured in a school shooting yesterday morning. It was supposed to be a wonderful day.
A normal day at the least, sitting on the bus in our classrooms listening to pencil on papers and the tardy bell ringing in the hallways.
Instead, we walk down the halls, checking every corner, listening to every door slam and every chip bag pop, thinking,
Am I next? Am I next? Am I next? Do you want us to be next? We sit in cold classrooms listening to the people trained to keep us safe. We're told to focus. Sit and be quiet.
Pay attention to the board.
No, you cannot go to the bathroom.
Don't get distracted.
Ignore the gunshots in the hall. Pay attention.
We are scared.
We are anxious.
We are the components of the world's future.
So treat us like it.
Wednesday. 16 dead, 3 injured in a school shooting 2 days ago.
Teachers beg us to be quiet and just listen, and today we do.
But today we don't listen to the process of writing an essay or an equation written to prove the lines printed on your paper to make a triangle.
Today we listen to the fear in the air. We listen to the fear exclaimed into the halls by the dozens of extra police officers posted on every corner.
It's the kind of fear no child deserves to feel.
The rumors begin.
They're starting to feel a little bit less like rumors.
Parents are picking up their kids early.
By lunch, half of my class is gone.
They weren't just rumors.
Dad, I love you.
I'm scared.
Mom, I love you. Good morning, America. Today we have a high of 92 and a low of 81. It is going to be a wonderful day.
Welcome to 96.5 with some of America's greatest hits. Today, we're listening to Pop's Top 10. Listeners, it is going to be a wonderful day.
It is 9 a.m. on a beautiful Wednesday morning, and you're watching PBS. Viewers, expect a wonderful day.
12 dead, 6 injured in the second school shooting this week. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers.
Our minds are our past, present, and future selves. They are our thoughts and personalities, our beliefs and morals.
We deserve to feel safe in our minds. Our bodies are our temples, our homes, and the very physical representations of our soul. We deserve to feel safe in our bodies. We deserve to feel safe in our schools.
Now that you have heard how we are feeling, we would like to know what you, as teachers, principals, administrators, and families that are here, what are you willing to do for us? What are you willing to do for our safety? The majority of us up here are a part of the class of 2024. And we have these chilling thoughts going and roaming through our heads ever since we were in elementary school. As the shootings increase, the thoughts become worse. As the rate of school shootings intensifies, students are feeling suffocated in one of the only places they should feel safe in. We are willing to risk our lives for an education every day. What are you doing to help us? What are you sacrificing for our safety? The public school system needs your help. We need your help. Please help us.
Okay, let's go.
It's bearable now, but now I feel it like.
Okay, I did a good job. Give me a laugh. Do you want milk or water? Yeah.
Welcome to Gear Up Does Hot Ones, where we take high school students from across the country and convince them to try incredibly hot sauces while answering interpersonal questions at a student leadership conference. First to the table, we have Regine. Come on over here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with our first one, hot habanero mango. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Let's do it again. Ooh, hot habanero mango. Ooh. Done there. That's kind of good. Maybe get a little more. Let's just go, because you're having too easy of a time.
I think my brain is tricking me.
Why do you think Gear Up chose you to be here?
I think it's the way I want to
help my community. I'm really, really, really passionate about perpetuating culture. Coming from a big island, coming to the mainland, I really want to demonstrate like the different diversity we have in cultures.
We got Dante Dorsey from Indiana. Yeah! So, the second one right here, we have Pepper Palace, Cajun Ghost. May the odds be ever in your favor. Well. Yeah, did you grow up with spice?
Yeah, my mom is a big spice person. I think she had once made one with like Carolina Reaper hot sauce. I didn't try it.
You didn't try it?
No, the biggest mentor in my life would be my oldest brother. But yeah, he's the person I looked up to the most. He taught me how to basically be a man. He taught me how to shave, how to be confident in myself. He's one of the reasons I came here because he talked me into it.
Dante, congratulations, you completed the hot sauce. Next up, we have Cody Yellowhair from Arizona.
These guys are lying. This is hot.
It's hot, okay. Okay. This is Mr. Paint. Aww.
I don't know, I feel like it's bearable now, but now I feel it like it's like right here.
Yeah. Can you tell me about a mentor that's impacted your life?
My single parent mom, I call her my mom because she took care of me my whole life. She really pushed me. She has a master's degree. Like, she's like, do better for yourself so you can get out of this rural town. I mean, not saying that nation is bad, it's just hard to live on.
Is she proud that you're here right now?
I hope so.
Would she be proud or upset that you're eating so much hot sauce right now?
No.
No.
She...
No. All right, thank you. Take some chips. I'm feeling it, and I'm ready for the next one. So, next up, we have Diego Rebollo, living in Texas. That one, yep. Get a good old dip. Get a little more. There you go. Yeah. Okay. I did a good job. You're making me laugh. I would like to take this moment and introduce the bucket. I'm sure you know what it's for if you need it.
Fibbage to me is obviously, normally when a person walks into a room full of people that they don't know, they're gonna be scared. We're all scared of that, but you're gonna work on your fibbage and you're gonna slowly get rid of it as time goes by.
All right, everybody, we're back for one final person. Words are hard right now. So if I can get, I think I have to do that again, hold on. Everybody, next we have Isaac Fontanilla. Mr. Payne. Aww. Look how cute he is. Do you see? All right, you ready?
You're gonna be cute in a minute.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. Cheers.
My parents have been the biggest mentors of my life. They've pushed me to be who I am. Like, my mom is the person who pushed me into taking all kinds of sports, doing all kinds of activities. She pushed me to think, hey, Isaac, you could do this and you could get really good at it. I don't care if you stay there for a while, but learn from it so that you can take it with you everywhere you go. And because of that, I've become so much more well-rounded. I've got to understand so many things, so much people, and learn so much.
Oh wait, is that about equal?
Maybe I should do more. This is for all of you out there. I love you. Thank you. It's in the background, bro.
All right, everybody, that's Europe Takes Hot. Can I do that again? All right, everybody, that's Europe Takes Hot Ones. We might all regret this later. Find us in the bathroom. Thank you!
How about that video, everyone? Can we get another round of applause for those 5 contestants and Rachel?
Very good.
Rachel was a trooper. She tried all of the sauces every single time. I feel so bad for her, but it was awesome.
We love Rachel. What do y'all think about playing a game? Are y'all ready? We play a game?
I want to play a game.
What about Simon Says?
It's a classic. We'll hand over the mics right now to our son.
Here's our three Simons.
Bye.
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 Bye. What's up, everybody? Okay. So we're all gonna play a little game. We all know how to play the famous game Simon Says, right? Okay. Now, Simon Says everybody has to participate. So Simon says, everybody stand up.
Up, up. Woo!
Yeah. All right, my name is Diego Rebollo, and I am the first Simon, yeah, I'm Simon 1.
Hi, I'm Isabella. I'm from Oceanside, California, and I'm your second Simon.
Hi, I'm Jatsiva Sanchez. I'm from Oceanside, California, and I'm the third Simon.
All right, everybody, let's get started. Do the chicken dance.
Y'all are smart.
Oh,
Y'all are smart.
Okay,
Y'all
okay.
are smart.
Even I did it.
Only when Simon says, guys. Only when Simon says. All right, everybody.
Simon number 1, error.
All right.
Sorry.
So, of course, y'all saw we need to say Simon Says first, right? So for example, Simon Says, starting from the left side, we're all gonna do the wave. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Nice.
All right. We're getting a little silly up in here. All right, so Simon Says, do the Macarena.
Okay, I see you guys with the moves. All right. Oh my goodness. What smells in here?
Ew.
Simon Says, do the stanky leg. Hey! Okay. Simon Says, tell the person sitting next to you, you stink.
You stink. Everybody, raise your hands up and wiggle them like there's no tomorrow. Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, nah.
Gotcha lacking.
Nah.
All right, I know we're making you guys use your hands. I'm sorry. Simon Says, give a high five to someone around you. Go.
All right, everybody. Simon Says, raise your hand if you're a proud parent or educator of one of the students in this room.
Simon Says, clap for every single educator and parent in this room for raising such amazing students and leaders.
You guys are amazing. We appreciate you.
All right, guys, can you handle one last Simon Says? Yes?
Yeah.
All right. Simon Says, sit down if you're dedicated to the future of Gear Up. One in every 3 students lacks a good mentor in their lives. This is the reality of these students.
Guys, I'm really confused about my future. I have no idea what I want to do after high school.
Yeah, me too. It's overwhelming. I wish I had somebody to guide us.
Well, we do have mentors, but they don't seem to care about our dream or higher education.
Hey guys, what do you want this time?
Are you here to just waste our time?
Just like pick a random career already.
But we want to make informed decisions about our future.
We thought mentors were supposed to help us find our passion and explore opportunities.
It feels like they don't care about us or our dreams.
Pause. This is an example of a bad mentor. Don't be that type of mentor.
In today's educational system, a shocking 60% of students lack a genuine mentor, leaving them adrift in their pursuit of higher education and their dreams.
Play.
What are you doing? That's not how you teach the children.
Whatever, I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah, it's not like they're my kids.
Just like get on your phone and start watching TikToks or something.
Good morning, students. How can we support you today?
We've been looking for mentors who genuinely care.
Can you help us find our paths and pursue higher education?
We're eager to learn and grow, and we're looking for a mentor who can inspire us.
Absolutely. We believe in all your possibilities. We are here to support you in all your goals and dreams.
Together, we can explore different career paths, scholarships, and personal growth experiences. Thank you so much.
In this skit, we witnessed the contrasting effects of mentors who don't care about the greater good or higher education versus mentors who genuinely invest in their students' success.
Mentorship plays a pivotal role in transforming the lives of individuals, providing guidance and support, as evidenced by statistics showing that 97% of mentored individuals feel more confident in pursuing their goals, and 86% of those are more likely to stay motivated and overcome adversity.
On behalf of all YLS students, we'd like to give a big thank you to all the mentors who are present, and a special thank you to Michaela because she helped us through it all. We
appreciate you.
Y'all, we're back, and just what you smiling about? Didn't think this generation could smile without a phone these days, you know.
Oh, I was just thinking about my mentor. She's great. I like her.
Really?
Yeah, do you have any great mentors?
I got a few actually. Yeah, you know, some of my high school teachers, my gear up advisor, Miss Whitaker, somewhere over there. Also, my dad, he's probably like the best one. Like he's been there for me for like everything, you know. He's taught me how to do a lot of things, how to change a car tire, how to find a job, how good he is at Tetris, you know, just a few little things here and there, you know.
Well, speaking of great mentors, we know someone who has a very good one. Please welcome Jessica Baltazar from California.
Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing today? Good, I'm glad. Hi, my name is Jessica Baltazar. I'm from Magnolia High School in Anaheim, California. And I'm here today to talk about someone who's very special to me, one of my teachers from there. So, as we just heard from the previous group, having a good mentor is really key for a lot of students. Unfortunately, not all students have that mentor that they need in their life. I want y'all to imagine this. You're a struggling student who can't pay attention in class and who can't get resources to help her succeed. That was me for most of my academic life. I was diagnosed with ADHD pretty early on in my life, but I never got the resources to help me succeed in school. That was until I moved to Magnolia High School, where I met my mentor, my sophomore history teacher, Mr. Jimenez. Mr. Jimenez saw my potential and he helped me flourish it. And to this day, he continues to advise me in everything that I do. When I first decided to start taking AP classes, he was the very first person I went to. I was like, Mr. Jimenez, I'm thinking of signing up for AP History. And he was like, go for it. Like, you should always do what's best for you. Push yourself and do great things in the world. And so I owe a lot of my motivation, and I really owe me being here and talking to you all to him, because he's always pushing me to do my best. And teachers, I just want to say that what you guys do really does make an impact in your students' lives. You guys give the opportunity for students to succeed when those students normally don't get those opportunities from anywhere else. Thank you, teachers. We appreciate you.
We all know we need mentors. But today we're answering the question, why are mentors so important? But we're answering it with experiences and tips on how to find these mentors that we know that we need.
Despite being a teenager, I have experience as a mentor and an educator, just like many of you. As an assistant teacher and student at Waipahu High School, I know students respond to kindness and connections. Compassion creates impacts through the struggles and the pain, the laughter and the joy. In the end, we need relationships.
Representation is extremely important and could very well be the cure to a lot of the issues that we have in the educational system today. So to explain this, I made an acronym, CURE. C stands for cultural. When a student has someone in the classroom or in the school that looks like them, they are more likely to feel more seen, more heard, and more loved, therefore become more successful. U stands for understanding. If you feel more seen, more heard, more loved, you have a greater understanding, not just of yourself, but between you and other people. R stands for relatable. Who does not want to be related to? Like, why would you want to feel alone? So I have a statistic. Did you know that a student is 13% more likely to attend college if they have a teacher that looks like them by the 3rd grade? Fun fact, but it's very true, and it's something that every student deserves. So last but definitely not least, E stands for everyone. Everyone deserves representation. We need
representation.
So we know that it's important to have good mentors. We just saw a skit, and we had 2 examples of mentors. We had one mentor that was not very motivated, not very passionate about their students. And we had other sets of mentors that were motivated and that wanted to guide these students. So that's what we as students are looking for, because amongst all of you are people who make decisions like hiring the people that will guide us. So what we're looking for, we want people who are passionate. So when you do your interviews, I want you to look for people that you can see want to help students, that you can see want to guide students. And I had my experiences. I've met a lot of wonderful mentors. Some are actually here in the crowd right there. So that's what's important, finding someone who's passionate about student achievement and finding someone who knows your students. If you know your students, you know their skills, you know their abilities, their talents, so that way you can push them to the limits. So that way they can get as far as they possibly can. So shout out to all the mentors in the room, my mentors over here on this table, and my dad. And that's what we know we need. We need passion.
All right, before I start, can we just give it up one more time for all the mentors in the room today? As someone who used to suffer from depression and eating disorders, I know the impact a mentor could have on someone's life. I used to be very antisocial and disconnect from people. I wouldn't let people in. But the second that I surrounded myself with people who invested in who I am as a person and rather than who I am intellectually, my life changed. That you guys can do the same thing. As educators, we need to understand the impact that you guys have on our students' lives. Many of us spend more time inside school than we do in our own homes. Leadership, communication skills, and integrity will carry you much further in life than calculus, AP literature, or chemistry ever will. And that. We focus too much on the core curriculum and educating our students to be better in those academia fields. We need to start incorporating mentorship into teacher training and incorporating student mentorship groups into our school systems. That way, people can be relatable, like we mentioned earlier, to students the same ages. We need to rethink the way that we incorporate mentorship and start to do that. All the problems we've discussed here today can be resolved if we incorporate strong mentors at an early age into the education system. We'll say it all together. Our last word, we need support.
Okay, all together, everyone. We need mentors. Thank you.
This is the real world. So let's stop pretending like what we feel is fake, like what we feel is fate, because what we feel is great. Because what's it like to be a human at YLS? It's being transparent and saying things with your chest. So if you don't think people are listening, this wasn't a poem. This wasn't written. So I might as well show them what it's like to stop pretending and acting like our imagination isn't reality. The scales are tipping. This act isn't balancing. Your life is falling in your favor due to the weight of the world. So come out of your shell, shine like a pearl, because our paths crossed and intersected. We're all from different places, but still know what respect is. This is so sacred, so let's protect it, because this is the real world. So let's stop pretending like what we feel is fake, like what we feel is fate, because what we feel is great. Because what we feel is greatness. It's on the horizon. Break down the molecules. We got it down to a science. Add and subtract our dividends, multiply and divide it. Because when it comes to what's real, you're the ones who provide it.
I'm going to stop pretending that it's not okay to not be okay.
I'm going to stop pretending I'm not proud of the things I've accomplished.
That I can't be included in my town's culture.
That I have the ability to help every single person in my life.
I'm going to stop pretending I can handle everything and nothing can break me down.
That I have everything in my life together.
I am going to stop pretending as if I'm okay when I'm not.
That I don't have support.
That I can't do it. That I'm not worthy.
I'm going to stop pretending I'm academically better than everyone else.
That I can't do important things.
That it's not okay for me to express myself differently from others.
That I have an empty heart, but my heart is full of love. That I'm not a go-getter.
I'm gonna stop pretending to always be happy.
Like our education is all that it could be. That because I'm from a rural community, I cannot change things.
That making friends and connections is impossible.
That all the people in my life care about me and want the best for me.
I'm going to stop pretending that I'm sorry.
That South Asian people get proper representation in entertainment media and unbiased news coverage.
I'm going to stop pretending I'm okay with being misgendered.
That what my parents say about each other doesn't affect me.
That I'm not scared to grow up.
That the things I want in life don't matter.
That I'm not needed by the people around me.
That I'm okay with the things my parents say.
That I'm not special even though I have many talents.
That I'm not angry and frustrated.
I'm going to stop pretending it's okay for my mom to smoke almost a pack of cigarettes a day. I'm going to stop pretending that people letting me down is okay.
I'm going to stop pretending the world is okay.
That I'll never make my dad proud. That I am someone that doesn't need to feel loved.
That saying drug use at school is okay.
That God doesn't help me do well in school. That I am okay with my friends making racist jokes towards me.
I am going to stop pretending I'm too busy to spend time with family.
That being a first-gen, low-income student doesn't affect me.
That I'm limited to things because of my age.
Stop pretending!
not a good list here, man. Let's see. Ring, ring. Oh, that's my phone. Hold up. Hello. Yes, this is the Gear Up counselor. Sorry, I can't help you with that right now. All right, see ya. Okay, let's see. Can't do that. Can't do that. Really wish you could do this. We need more money for this.
Hey, can you help us?
Whoa. Okay. Calm down, one at a time. What do you need?
Can you help me apply for an internship?
Sorry, we don't have any connections with free trade right now.
What about scholarships?
We don't have those at the moment.
Can we go to Montana? I want to go to college there.
Sorry, class shows go to Nevada.
What if I want to go to law school?
We don't know any lawyers in your trade, man. I'm sorry. Okay, hey, wait, okay. Calm down. Everyone out. Everyone out. You guys ever feel like that sometimes? You want to help a student that you love dearly and that you want to help them succeed, but you don't have the right tools or resources to help them? If only there was a way to change that.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias. How many of you can relate to this experience with the show of hands? How many of you have students who want to pursue college out of state and or want to go study abroad? How many of your students want to pursue the workforce and or any other options beside post-secondary education?
Please raise your hand if you feel fully equipped to help your students. Please raise your hand if you don't feel fully equipped to help your students.
We can change the future of Gear Up by establishing an alumni network. This would connect former and current students, enabling communication system for success and more opportunities. Connections with past Gear Up students can introduce internships, university tours, job shadowing, and a support system for our students.
I'm sure that many of you advise high schoolers on colleges and certain things like programs. Supporting the individual needs of all these students can be challenging. So luckily, the alumni network would allow for a direct connection between high schoolers and Gear Up graduates. Your high school would be able to meet with alumni at universities and go on personalized tours of schools and talk with a bunch of advisors about different programs.
In the future.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your first day of Gear Up for Success Academy. My name is Mackenzie, 2023 YSL alum, and I'll be your teacher and coordinator for the rest of the year. And thanks to our amazing alumni network, I'll be able to follow you all throughout your college career. With me today, I have a couple of other awesome alumni who are able to help you with any career questions you may have. Do you guys have any questions? Yeah, right here.
We're interested in law school. Can you help us find out how to do that?
Believe I can.
Hi, I'm Isaiah Jones, and I am a South Carolina Gear Up alumnus, and I also am a YLS 2006 alumnus. I went to law school. I can help you with that process.
Do you guys have any more questions? Sure, right here.
Yeah, we're interested in marketing. Can you help us find an internship?
I think we have a marketing major among us.
Yes, my name is Trail Bundy, and I am a Gear Up alumni of Montana, and a YLS graduate of 2009, and I'm the director of marketing, and I actually can help you with that.
Fantastic. Any more questions? Sure, right here.
Hey, we're interested in music and film.
I believe we have a film star with us, yes.
How y'all doing? My name is Dion McClain. I'm a Gear Up alum from Kansas City. I went to YLS in 2018, and if you need help with music and film, I'm here for you.
Any more questions? Right here.
We're interested in nonprofit organizations. Do you have anyone who can help us with that?
Yes, we have a community builder with us.
Hi. Hello, I'm Michaela.
and I am repping California Gear Up. I attended YLS in 2008 and 2009, and I work for a nonprofit that supports women and people of color as leaders in their community.
Awesome. Right here. Any questions?
Is there anyone who can help us apply for scholarships?
Absolutely, I think there is. Right here.
Hi, my name is Joseph Granado, and I come from the great state of Texas. I am a Gear Up alum from the first cohort in 2006, and I currently serve as a dean of students at a college. You can apply for my scholarships.
It seems there are no alumni with focus on my passion. Is there any alumni in the crowd to help with my welding journey? If so, please raise your hand. I see you back there, I'm coming for you!
Is there any alumni in the crowd that has experience or career in cybersecurity? Come on, don't be shy, raise your hand. Seriously, it's like 2,000 of you, come on, someone.
Is there anybody in the crowd who can help me become a marine biologist?
I'll be seeing you very soon! You see, thanks to our amazing network of alumni, our Gear Up students have access to thousands of opportunities that they may not have been able to reach without it. Alumni, own your power of possibility and help us build the future.
Hi everyone. If you're a former Gear Up student, will you please stand up to be appreciated?
Okay. Alrighty. So, we as the current generation, Generation Z, I don't know if some of you consider yourselves Gen Alpha, Gen Z, Gen Alpha, we have been given the torch by these loving alumni to continue what they have given us. And it is imperative that we keep that torch aflame in order to support the new generations who can further benefit from the supports that their future may need.
Thank you all for passing the torch to us, but now it is our responsibility to pass it forward and take initiative. Imagine a world where this alumni network thrives. And now, take a look at all of these students. We are the future of the Gear Up Alumni Network, and we are the power of possibility. And now, please welcome the YLS class of 2023.
Okay. Wow. What else can I say? So before closing, I want to thank again the YLS students. Your insightfulness and leadership fill us all with hope. And I know that the Alumni Association is thrilled to hear this presentation. To the Seeds team, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for another amazing YLS. Yes. To my colleagues at NCCEP, including the additional hands provided by Nick Matthews, Dr. Wendy Stack, Timothy Thomas, thank you. Thank you very much. And to each of you, please enjoy the concurrent sessions this morning. Safe travels.